Cameron Mason, riding for Enduro Pedal Power. Today riding for GB cycling team here at the World Championships in Denmark. Yeah, it was a pretty mad race for me. In with the U23s, I think there were 63 of us. I had a pretty rubbish start. I'm not particularly the best at starts, but I moved up. I had a really good lap with 4 to go and went from about like 49th to about 35th. I overtook like a good 12 guys in a few laps, and yeah, finished up 30th in my first World Champs.
Brilliant.
Which I'm really happy with as a first Jan 23. Like the guys I'm racing with have been doing this for like 10 years pretty much, and I've only really been racing the continent last year.
You mentioned before that you're a bit of a slow starter.
Yeah.
Like, is that a common theme, and why do you think that might be?
Yeah, it's a common theme that I've had this year. I'm riding with guys who can put out like 1500 watts, and we've tried a few different things with like warm up and nutrition this year, and we're just trying to work it out and try and get the best out of the start that I can. Once I get into the race, I'm riding at the speed of the top 20, but in that first lap I'm riding in like 50th, so I need to just get up there really.
When you're in the middle of the race and you're starting to feel a bit fatigued, and it starts to become more of a mental game maybe.
Yeah.
Would you say that you're quite strong at that?
Yeah, no, I about 25-30 minutes in, everyone's like, well, maybe more like 20 minutes in, everyone's like, oh crap, this is hard. Like, people have gone pretty deep, especially at Worlds. Like, people go especially deep, I think. So yeah, at that point I'm usually just kind of getting into it, and I really find my rhythm, and I just like, I can pass loads of guys, and they never get on my wheel, because when you pass someone at high enough speeds, they just can't get on your wheel.
One thing that I struggle with personally as a racer is that psychology. Ellen Noble mentions like your why, something about how strong is your why.
Yeah.
You're knackered,
and
you're thinking, I can't be arsed, I could just sit back. What makes you like properly go for it?
I mean, yeah, everyone has races where, I mean, pretty much most races, that's that point you get to when there's just this little barrier you've got to break through to just get everything out. And yeah, it's different in races. Some races it's like, oh, that flipping dude took me out on the start straight. That's my why. I want to like beat him. And then some races it's a lot deeper than that. Like at nationals, it was like my why was I wanted to show everyone exactly what I could do in front of everyone. So it's always different. Everyone in this GB camp, a lot of their why is ride for Charlie. All of these guys today getting these amazing results, doing it for Charlie. So yeah, that's a pretty big why for a lot of them.
I was speaking to Helen Wyman before, and she was saying the whole season she struggled to adjust to the fact that it's basically been super fast.
Yeah. Helen knows that, because she loves the mud. Every single race she's just cursing it. So I think today she'll be a little bit happy that the rain's coming down, and it was a little bit heavier compared to yesterday. And yeah, like I did 4 or 5 races in October, and it was 20 degrees and dusty in October in Belgium, and it was just ridiculous. It was like just riding around bumpy Belgian fields, like short sleeve skin suits and bottles on our bikes. Like, it was bizarre. I was definitely happy to see the mud when it came. York was my first proper muddy one.
So I'm going to buy a mountain bike this off-season and do some XC racing. Have you got any particular advice for me or tips of what I need to learn in that discipline?
For a mountain bike, it's tough. There's a lot of crossovers for cross and XC. In a lot of ways, XC is harder because like the power is really flipping high. But no, just get confident. Like, I've been riding my mountain bike every so often, and my lack of practice shows because I'm not as confident as I am when I'm mid-season. So just ride, and like the more you ride, the more you'll pick up and the more confident you'll get, and it really does help. Whether it's on gnarly downhills or just on normal trails, like, your confidence will get better the more you do it.
Well, thanks very much for chatting to me.
No worries, yeah.